Hello, how are you today? This is JilliBling. I have a project using golden greenery. Here it is. And this is using the designer paper and then also the dies that come with this bundle. And the word label is Greetings of the Season, and that's for the die and the words. The inside, isn't that pretty? Very classic, very fresh, very Christmas. So let's get started on this. We'll be using the two bundles, Golden Greenery and Greetings of the Season, and just one stamp pad color, Mossy Meadow. And the paper. So the paper, let me show you. If I flip this over, there's the one with the plaid, and then there's the one with the green stripes. If you get the bundle and the paper, the plaid background on the back side of the image, you fussy cut and you can have all these, which is what I did on the sample card. But this paper with the green stripes, you can use dies to cut all these out. Well, hold up, on here, you could cut out the bells. Here, I'll just show you. Okay, so the two different ones, two different papers. Okay, this needs to go too. It's distracting. Okay, so that's the word label. Die, die, dies, two bells. And then this one is for the gold foil. That one's for the gold foil. These bells on the plaid paper, for instance, this one, the little bell is cut out with the die. And the doubles are not, that's fussy cut. The only thing on the green plaid paper are the single bells. Oh, here we go, here's one. And see how that cuts it out. But you know what? Let me check this one. Yeah, that one doesn't work. Okay, so the green plaid paper, you could use the dies to cut out the bells. Green plaid. On the green plaid. On the stripe paper, it cuts out just about everything. It probably is everything. The fur cuts it out. This one cuts it out. And this one. And those are the only designs that are on this paper. So I fussy cut this one here and this one here. And the double bells, they have the little bow on it. But today, I want to use these die cut pieces and some die cut bells to make today's project. Okay. Papers and papers, lots of good papers, lots of fun. So here are the pieces. I got stuck to dimensionals when I pushed it over there. Oh, and if you have a big wish list or a small wish list, if you could use this host code when you order, I greatly appreciate it. I'll put that in the video description. So we'll be using the fern embossing folder, and that's just for a little texture here on this vanilla paper. So let's see, this is front pieces, inside pieces. Fold that in half. Okay, so inside pieces are in. This is for the words. Let's stamp the words in Mossy Meadow. So this one I did Love and Joy, and if I were to take the bow off, you would say you're filling only half the tag, but that's fine because I'm going to kind of decorate the other half of the tag. But today I kind of want to use, because look at all these words, I want to use Merry Christmas. And I could do it both of the script font, but I want to have it mixed font. So for placement, I will use this die, just set it right on there, just for a little bit of a guide. Put this right here, somewhat over to the right edge, just because I know I'm going to decorate to cover up that hole. Isn't that cute? I love how that goes together. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out. Okay, and to make the die cut just a little bit fancy, I'm going to use my bone folder on the inside of the die to give it a little raised bevel panel look, because right now it's flat. It has a cute stitching, but I like it with this little extra detail. So to do that, and you could do that on almost any die, just give it a try. So on the edge, and it's okay if you don't do it like perfectly smooth. Like sometimes I'm a crazy driver and I drive up on the sides, driving up on the sidewalk on the die, but it isn't seen. From the back it's seen, but from the front it isn't. The front it just turns out perfect. And I'm not too worried about going around this hole, which is intended to use, like if you're using this as a tag, because I'm going to have the ribbon cover up that hole. Let's see how it gives that little raised edge panel. Okay, so this is for the big die, this one. So cut that out, and then I have the pieces already cut out using from the designer paper, using the dies. Then this I was thinking for the inside. I was trying to lay it out, trying to figure it out. Isn't that beautiful? So yesterday I went to the firehouse and attended the Pine Needlers annual retreat. And this time it was an in-town retreat, which just means they go there and they quilt for 2 days, which is a lot of fun. I feel very honored to be invited. And the fire chief came in and he goes, "Hey, do you want to see the video we made every 15 minutes of the high school kids?" And every 15 minutes refers to the number of kids killed from drunk driving. He goes, "Do you want to see the video?" And they do this every 4 years with the high school kids. And we're like, sure. So it took him a minute to get his laptop and get it loaded up. But they use high school kids. They talk with their parents in advance. And the kids are being like actors. And they recreate an accident scene kind of right diagonal across the street at City Hall from the high school. And I knew my kids went through it. I also noticed that my kids, at one point I said to them when they were little, okay, Stampin' is first, and then I'll tell you about this. It's just kind of heavy on my mind, not in a bad way, but I just keep thinking about it. For an embossing folder, so I'm going to emboss this and glue it on. So these kids, their parents know, they take part in it, and they have people come and do makeup, and they recreate an accident scene from kids drunk driving. And it's very, very, it makes a huge impact. I'm still thinking about this, and it was yesterday, and I haven't stopped thinking about it. I even sent the video to, because it's on YouTube, I'll put it in the description here if you want to watch it. And I'd suggest you do watch it and forward it. I don't know if it will be such an impact because, I don't know, for me, my kids went through it. That's the school, you know how I say Tony is a bus driver and he's the groundskeeper? And they have this year an aerial shot of all that. I mean, it's kind of fancy. Or maybe because when Tony had his hip done, he had some of the kids come and help out. Like, oh, can you do the lawn mowing here at home? And can you help me with this? Just because we've gotten to know, or house sitters for Bo. Maybe because we know the kids. Maybe because my kids, I said to them, I will always drive you anywhere, any day, no questions asked, but do not drive and drink and drive. And they never did. They were really good about it. So much that after they graduated and they had friends over or whatever, they would stay the night if they drank, or they wouldn't drink until they got home. I mean, they were really, really good. But I wasn't that good. Okay, I was really, compared to them, they're angels. I was a bad kid. But anyhow, so this video shows the Reaper coming into the school, tapping kids on the shoulder, and these are the kids that signed up to be part of this program. And they get their makeup all done, and then all the kids, and you could tell it's a small school, really small. Like, I think Emma's class was 14 and Evan's was 17, or maybe in the 20s, but really small. But all the kids come and they see this, and you could just tell that they're like, oh my gosh, that's my friend. That's like my best friend, and she is the one in the back, or she's the one that flew through the window. It's really, really good, and kind of sad and haunting. Anyhow, so we watched it, and it's only 6.5 minutes long. Oh, and after they get done with this, the kids that passed from this accident, they have the kids write their parents a letter saying, I'm sorry we didn't get to do this or to do that. You don't get to see me graduate or get married. And it just, every time I cry. So I'll put it in the description. And I hope you watch it and you forward it to everyone. I think that the lesson they learn, the kids learn, is better than if I were to tell my kids, don't drink and drive. They'd be like, okay, Mom, I won't. But I think that this really, really hit home, and it worked. I'm distracted still. But if you watch it, let me know what you think. And if you see Tony on the lawnmower, say hi, or driving the bus. Okay, so, whew. And this will go here. Doing it just a little bit different than this one. Oh, we had to do the gold leaf. I like that gold leaf thing. And I put dimensionals only under half because I don't know if I'm going to be sliding these things under. Oh, I like that, how these are up against the label. This is going to go here to cover up the tag hole. Golden Greenery. I keep using it over and over. It's just so pretty. That one has to go there so we could see the Merry Christmas words. Well, okay, it needs to go right there. But where's the bell gonna go? The bell I want covering up that hole. Okay, hold on. So that could cover up that. Maybe there. I know some of you are yelling, do it like that. Okay, so this will go here. And then the bell can go right, oh, that's good, just like that. Part of this, because if it tucks right there, it's like it's around the knot of the bow. Just like that. Okay, these I'm planning for the inside, so it's just this one. This one could be underneath the ribbon. Okay, that's pretty. It's hard to go wrong when you're working with pretty elements. Then I'll put dimensionals under. Yeah, it's pretty small, maybe half dimensionals. Ooh, I got glue on my ribbon. Okay, so glue will go on here. And big dimensional. This gets tucked right up there. It's looking good. And then this is going to go underneath the ribbon. Shaky. I had coffee late in the day. Probably shouldn't have. I kind of like it up in this vanilla area. Just like that, so the envelope can still close. Okay, clean up these ribbon ends. Oh, put bling on it. So this one I want to use these, which are called gold texture dots. Oh, I had to put I always forget. I like it, but I forget. And then on this one, these are multicolored. These are called faux glass dots. And they come in Cajun Craze, Old Olive, Wild Wheat, and Pumpkin Pie. Very pretty. Very fun. Okay, so this, I had to put on with, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, I'm going to put these ends down with partial dimensionals. Not all of them, just some of them. Maybe one here. Or does it have glue? That has glue on it. I'll do another mini dimensional cut in half. 2 more little parts. Okay, that looks good. I think I need a little under here. Those could be without cutting. See, I'm a little bit more generous on these one. I don't, too lazy to cut them. They should have mini dimensionals. Okay. And I don't think I stuck down the rest of the label. I just did that 1/2 with the dimensional. But I think because of the layers of the designer paper and the Mossy Meadow paper, the glue dot will do it. Okay. And now some embellishments. Put stuff away. Oh, and my gold leaf. Maybe I'll try a little one on this. I don't know where it's going to go. It's going to look good wherever it goes. Uh-oh. Okay, so to do that, 3 glue dots. 1, 2, 3. 1 to roll it up. So tomorrow we get to see the baby. He's 2 weeks old. His name is Warren Charles. And we are going to go out for family dinner rather than home. Because Grammy, Grampy, Kathy and David, they do the Grange free breakfast. So they have to be up really early in the morning. They serve breakfast. They're usually done about noon with all the cleaning up and everything, but they're just exhausted. No way ready for 4:30 more entertaining. So the first Sunday of every month, we usually go out, which is a nice change. But we get to see the baby. 2 weeks old. This leaf is kind of lost. This one, I think you could see it a little better. If I had to do it again, I would do it somewhere else, but I don't know where else. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I do know that these look awesome. So I'll use one of each size. This one I'll put in the Busy designer paper. Then a medium can go. Oh, isn't that pretty? And a small. Okay, this is my favorite. This is very similar though. Okay, so what am I going to do on the inside with these? It's going to be something good. So the words, love and joy. May your holiday season be filled with warmth and cheerful celebration. Could that go with this? Merry Christmas. That could go with this one too. Okay, it's going to be a repeat, but I should figure this out. How big are the words? So when I did this one, I put the words a little bit to the inside and down lower to allow room for the bells. This time, I have one bell. Maybe like that. There, now you don't have to write anything. Or maybe they could come across this way. That's kind of pretty. Okay, so I'm going to do the words, the bottom middle. So the bell is up in the corner. Okay. I'll do this first, lightly, because if I mess up, I still need the back side of the paper. Oh. I should just try it first. That's too tall. Okay, just like that. Is there enough room? It's way down. Okay, on this one, just sign your name. I just re-inked it. It looks a little heavy. Okay, don't move. Test it. See, that would have been perfect, of course. Maybe just not push so hard. That's better. There's a few heavy spots, but it's better. Just don't tell anyone. They won't know. Okay, so these, that's at the top. Well, these just get stuck on. So I can attach this because I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow layer border and the vanilla inside border as real estate to put the bell. Oh, you know what though? It's kind of soaking through. Redo. And I was supposed to put this on the, oh, I know, before I toss it. No, it's still soaking through. I was going to say because it's going on a darker paper, you probably wouldn't see it, but it's soaking through the vanilla. Redo. Redo. Okay, it's going to be good this time. That turned out much better. I knew it. Mm-hmm. Goes onto the Mossy Meadow paper layer. Isn't that pretty? It's going to be better. Better than that. Okay, little bit of a, oh, what about the bell? I need something for the top of it. Oh, okay, let's see how this works. On the front I have a little bit of ribbon and a bow. How about just a knot through the top of the bell? That's really cute though, huh? Okay, so could you tie a knot through there? That would be challenging. So how about a knot? Not too snug, but I want to see the pretty edges of the ribbon. This ribbon is on clearance right now. I love this ribbon. That's cute. This side's fine. Yeah, I planned that. That's really cute. Just a little bit of bulk on the inside. Okay, so now I don't want to touch it. This can drift up higher because I have the vanilla. That could go right about there. Ooh, that lets more of the garden green show through. Well, because I have the knot in there, that means I could use dimensionals on the inside. Because you know I need an excuse to do that. So, I'm going to dimensional at least in 2 places. All of it. All of it. Don't move, little bell. Oh, that one moved. Okay, good enough. Good enough for a start. At least it's holding it in place. I'll put glue underneath those, the greenery tips, just like the bell. I should put glue under these. Glue. Glue. Well, that's too straight. The bell is dinging. Has to be a little crooked. There. Okay, and then this little cuteness goes on there with the glue dot. It's kind of like a flutter. I'm gonna kind of roll up the glue dot because there's not that much real estate on the back of the bow. Okay. Boy, that one went together really fast. There it is, today's project. See, you could whip out 1,000,000 of those for Christmas. Okay, maybe 100 of them. Get them in the mail. It's early November. You can do it. Happy, happy, happy. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye.